Hi everyone, Sarah here again today, and I am playing with the Celebrate kit from Mercy Tiara Kit Club. Gorgeous, gorgeous kit. I also use the newsletter if you see there, and if you've gotten your kit, it has the newsletter in it, and it gives you a place where you can do some sketches. It's got a thing about the color combos and a few other things in there. But I use the sketches. I've already actually created all 6 of these layouts, so you will be seeing those. Here I am playing with my second sketch that I had made. I pulled out photos and made sketches that would work with them. So I have 4 pictures of one of my little ones. She had decided to get a haircut and add some layers in, and she was excited as all get out for that. So instead of keeping it in a photo strip, I decided to kind of do a grid layout, but there's really only 2 lines. And I alternate photo and in a square. Look, I'm actually pulling out my T-square ruler. But I also pull out a sheet of paper and cut they're pretty much 2x2 squares. I pulled it out of the 6x8 paper pad, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that down. And then after I'm done cutting it down is when I'll go ahead and choose the pieces that I want to use for the layout. And yes, I'm weird. I have certain things I like to do on certain cutters and not on others. So you saw me switch over really quick there. I guess I'm kind of particular. I don't know. Are any of y'all like that? But yeah, I'm going ahead and cutting all of these down. I like that I have these little photos of my daughter like this, and they're all the same size. Everything is 2x2 square. And so I will separate it out a little bit. I wanted to use that pink one. I knew that, and the yellow background with the flowers. The pink one says, "Enjoy this moment." And then I liked the little periwinkle colored one that has like the journaling area on it that I put down at the bottom. I bounced back and forth between 2 of the ledger ones for the top, but I decided on this one. And then this is another piece that came off of one of the cut aparts, and I just cut it down a little bit and cut the ends in as well. So here I'm just grabbing little bits and pieces from the stuff that I cut apart with some of the pages, and then going ahead and grabbing the embellishment tray that I have off to the side. I've poured out the embellishments and kind of separated out what I have, and I do keep the negatives from when I popped out some of those pieces, and I've cut some of them out, which you can see right there that I'm messing with, because they can all be used, especially for different layers and stuff like that. So I enjoy it. I thought the gold tag down at the bottom was just a little too strong, so I went ahead and added that the cream and black one with the black flowers on it. And then I added another one of those pieces that I cut out from the negative of where one of the tags had been. Here are some florals that I had actually fussy cut out of one of the other pages from the 6x8 paper pad. And so I took one of them one night when I was watching a movie and just decided to sit there and fussy cut it. I knew I would use them, so I figured why not? Again, for me, it's relaxing. Not everybody feels that way. But so I went ahead and did that, and it gave me a ton of little things to tuck behind the photos, to layer here and there. It was awesome. So let's see. I'm trying to see, I guess I'm going to start sticking things down. I do pop up my photos. I pop up all of my photos on 3D foam. I'm going to bring my T-square ruler in. I put it on my desk, and so I'm actually kind of using it. There you saw I, knocked everything to the side. That was great, but it's okay because I do have my ruler and it does, get everything lined back up again. So it's all good. The photos are the only things that are the only, I apologize. I pop my photos up on 3D foam, but all the 2x2 squares that are just pattern and stuff like that, I just keep those flat with my layout. I do tuck some things under, and I add some 3D foam like underneath some florals like I am right there. Just glue on the ends that are going to go underneath stuff, and then I pop the tops of them up with a little bit of foam just so there's a little more dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and stick everything to this tag before the this little square before I go ahead and actually fully stick it to my layout. Fighting a little bit with it there. I didn't want to stick too much adhesive to it. And I am using 2 different kinds of adhesive. I do that a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and go through and do the same thing on the right hand side here. I'm going to work my way from the top to the bottom, and I'm going to start adding things to my little squares and adhering them down to the layout. I didn't add like that little pennant banner piece that's over on the yellow one. I didn't add that to the layout yet. I didn't adhere it down because I didn't know if I wanted to add something else to it. So here I'm going ahead and doing the same thing on this side. That little piece that said documented with the camera on it, I didn't add it. It's still sitting up at the top. I'm adhering the flowers and stuff, but I haven't done the things that are going on the very top. Okay, I had to stop for just a second because my cats decided to get the zoomies, and they were caterwauling in the background and just running from room to room. It's cute as all get out when they do it. It's funny, and I like to laugh when they do it, but they are loud and they are noisy and they scare the dogs. It's hilarious that it scares the big dogs. I mean, I guess that kind of sounds bad, but I mean, when the dogs get the zoomies, it scares the cats. So it's interesting. Anyways, so I apologize for that because I know you can hear them in the background of some of this recording. Here I'm going through and I adhered everything down, the main blocks and everything, and put the florals behind everything. And I am going to rough up the edges of all the pieces that I had put down there, making sure that, that's just kind of what I do. I tried to decide if I wanted to put that memories piece on the journaling part or if I wanted to put it on top of the photo where I originally had it. Stuck it back on the photo, and I'm going to go ahead and start adhering things down on top of the photos and on top of the squares. Here I'm actually looking for one of my pins, and I'm going to sit here and journal. I'm not going to make you watch all of it. It's just honestly really basic, just saying that she's being goofy and, and she was excited about her haircut and that, I love her little personality. So this is another piece from one of the cut aparts, and I just cut it apart and added it underneath that. Add a little black to that one as well. This is another one, and it's just got different florals in dark pink, light pink, white, and orange, and I added it underneath that documented piece and added it to the top one. Here, I'm just looking to see if I want to use any more of the things that I had fussy cut out, because I had a ton of butterflies as well, because there's so many beautiful butterflies in this paper pad as well. So I'm going to mess around and choose some. I'm going to change them out here and there and move where I have them. Just kind of playing with it to see what I like, and then I'm going to try to make it easy. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little glue to the center so they can pop up and stick them down. And change out another one there, going through trying to decide what else I want. And I figured I would put a couple things on the inside as well instead of just on the outside of the photos and everything. So I went ahead and adhered that down. I'm adding some of the smaller florals that I had fussy cut out. And I'll make sure to go ahead and glue those down here in just a second. I'm just trying to make sure that I have some things, I don't know, just here and there. It's kind of like a little bit of confetti, but then I actually use like the sequins and stuff. So that helps too. I like it. Here I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, if there's something else I want to add. And I know on these sticker sheets, there was those gold floral pieces right there. And so I went ahead and tucked those, one on each side. And then I'm going to grab one of my little dishes and pour out some of my my sequin mix, and I was making it hard for myself. I don't know why I did this. You know how much easier it is? I realized right then, just pull out the snowflakes. That made it so much easier. I was making it so hard on myself. But I went ahead and pulled out the snowflakes because this was not a winter layout. And I just sprinkled them around the layout, and I will start adhering those down as well. I mean, I put them all over the place. I did that this time instead of adding splatters. It was perfect. I love these sequins. So I went ahead and added the snowflakes back into the bag because I will use those eventually. And I start adding all of these down. I got some in the middle, some over the top of things. There are a few that I remove because they were doubles or they were laying on top of something that I didn't want to sequin on. So I will remove some of those. But usually if they just land somewhere on the layout the way I do it, I just kind of stick them on. I mean, that's just what I do. Just kind of haphazard, just sprinkle them. It makes it easier. Every once in a while, I'll put them on in specific spots. But like I said before, and I'll probably say 1,000 more times, I don't usually stick them in specific spots. I get them and just sprinkle them around everywhere. It just works for me. So I went ahead and did that and finished that up. And I'm marking it off saying that I'm done. But then I even deviate from my own sketches. So here I'm trying to figure out, I want something behind this layout instead of just the plain white background. And I thought I was going to use that really colorful one because it's gorgeous and I love it. But I decide on this one. So I'm going to cut the strip off and I'll keep it to the branding strip because the other side is cute as can be. And I'm going to go ahead and gut this paper and I will back my whole layout with this one. I'll cut it about 1/4 inch down on each side. That way it stays even. And then I'll add my adhesive to this piece, trying to figure out which way I want the lines going. And here I'm going ahead and backing it. No, I mean adding the adhesive. Yeah, that one. And then I'll back it. I'm trying to make sure that it's straight. I don't think it's ever fully straight. And I'm going to go ahead and rough up the edges. And that finishes this layout for me. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out mercytiarakits.com and check out all of the amazing design team members and everything that they create. Thank you so much for watching and you have a great day. Bye.